Hello everyone, this is the Week 8 single and multi-digit multiplication solution video. Problem 1. Use vertical multiplication to compute the following. 302 times 3 is our first problem. We do the right side first as always, so 2 times 3, that gives us 6, no carryover needed. And then diagonally multiplying 0 and 3 together, which gives us 0, since anything multiplied by 0 is still 0. And finally, diagonally multiplying in green, 3 times 3 is 9. The answer is 906 for the first one. Moving directly on to the second one, 5 times 4 equals to 20. This time we carry over a 2, diagonally multiply 1 and 4, which gives us 4. 4 plus 2 equals to 6. And finally, 2 times 4 equals to 8. Next one, 7 times 5, 347 times 5. We do 7 and 5 first. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry over a 3. 4 times 5 equals to 20. 20 plus 3 equals to 23. And then finally, 3 times 5 equals to 15. 15 plus 2 equals to 17. The answer is 1,735. And finally, 352 times 6. 2 times 6 equals to 12. 5 times 6 equals to 30, and then add a 131, carry over the 3, and finally 3 times 6 equals to 18, 18 plus 3 equals to 21. The answer is 2,112. And that is problem 1. Problem 2. Emily drove from her home to visit her friends in the other city. She left home at 7 a.m. and arrived at her friend's house at 3 p.m. If her average speed was 55 miles per hour, what was her travel distance? Okay, so we are given that she left home. Let's draw home. She left home at 7 a.m. and she drove all the way to her friend's house. Let's draw a friend's house. Friend's house at 3 p.m., which she arrived. So this makes her total travel time, let's see, 8 hours. 8 hours because 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. is 5 hours. And then moving on to 3 p.m., which is another additional 3 hours, 5 plus 3 equals to 8 hours. And if her average speed was 55 miles per hour, which means for every hour she drove 55 miles on average, times the 8 hours that it took for her trip on total. Let's see, 5 times 8 equals to 40, carry over the 4. 5 times 8 again is 40, plus 4 is 44. So 440 miles was her travel distance. Problem 3. If Alice could make 45 toys in 4 days, how many toys can she make in 36 days? All right. Alice can make 45 toys in 4 days. Then how many toys can she make in 36 days? Well, let's simplify this into something more straightforward. We will write 36 days at the bottom. And as we can see here that because it is being multiplied by 9, because 4 times 9 is 36, and that's exactly 36 days, we also have to do the same on the left side as well. We multiply 45 by 9. 45 by 9, 5 times 9 is 45, carry over the 4. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 4 equals to 40. Therefore, Alice can make 405 toys in 36 days. Problem 4. Jack is working as a teacher in a high school. His hourly pay is $16. If he works for 8 hours per day and 5 days a week, what is his weekly pay? Okay, we get that his hourly pay is $16. And if he works 8 hours a day, then we say daily. This would be 16 times 8 since he works 8 hours. 6 times 8 is 48, and we carry over the 4. And 1 times 8 is 8, plus 4 equals to 12. So he earns $128 daily. However, let's calculate weekly as well. $128 per day for 5 days a week. We multiply this to get 8 times 5 equals to 40, carry over the 4. 2 times 5 equals to 10. 10 plus 4 equals to 14. Carry over the 1. 1 times 5 equals to 5. 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So his weekly pay is $640. Problem 5. Use a quick method to find the right numbers in the blank. First problem, 462 equals to 7 times 11 times something else that's a number. For this problem, we can see that 7 times 11 is 77, but we only have to worry about the unit digit, which has to equal to 2 if we multiply it by something else. And quickly, we figure out that the number must only be 6, because only 7 times 6 gives us 42, which is a 2 in the units digit. So therefore, the answer is 6. For the second problem, 12 times 15 equals to 20 times something else. For this problem, we can rewrite 12 as 3 times 4 times 3 times 5, because 15 is made up of 3 times 5. And then for 20, we can also write it as 4 times 5. And then since we see that 4 times 5 appears in both, we can cross it out. And what we are left with is 3 times 3, which is 9. Therefore, the answer is 9. And final problem. 37 times 9 plus 37 equals to another number. For this problem, all we have to do is 37 times 9 plus 1, because every time we multiply 37, we add 1 at the 37 that's on the right side because it matches up perfectly. Every time we're multiplying 37 times, it's adding 1 to the 37 on the right as well. So therefore, 37 times 9 plus 1, which is 10. 37 times 10 is just 370. Therefore, it's 370 answer. And that is problem 5. Problem 6. Use a quick method to compute the following. First equation, 999 times 99. We can do 999 times 100 minus 1, because 99 is just 100 minus 1. Equals to 999 times 100 minus 999 times 1 equals to 99,900 minus 999 equals to 98,901. So the answer is 9,901. Okay, 98,901, moving on. This time we are given 25 times 36. Well, for 25 times 36, we can do 25 times 4 times 9, because 36 is made up of 4 times 9. 25 times 4, easy, 100. And then 100 times 9 equals to 900. 900. And finally, 125 times 32 in blue, we can do 125 times 32 equals to 125 times 8 times 4. 125 times 8 gives us 1,000. And then 1,000 times 4 equals to 4,000. The answer is 4,000 for the final one. And that is problem 6. Moving on to problem 7. Suzanne had $100 to spend at the carnival. She spent $24 on food and twice as much on rides. How many dollars did Sheila have left to spend? She starts off with $100, so Suzanne starts off with $100, and she spent $24 on food, so $24 food. And then she spent twice as much on rides, so 24 times 2 equals to $48 on rides. All right, and then we add up 24 and 48 together to see how much she spent. 4 plus 8 equals to 12. Carry over the 1. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Plus 1 equals to 7. So $72. And then we subtract 72 from 100 to get $28. So she has $28 left to spend. And finally, problem 8. Larry had n small square puzzles with side length 1. He can use these n squares to form a 24 by 8 rectangle. If he wants to use these squares to make a rectangle with length 32, what will the width of the rectangle be? Okay, we are given that Larry has n small square puzzles with each side length 1. So small square puzzles, each side length 1, looks something like this. So this is just a piece of reference. Okay, and it says that he can use these n squares to form a rectangle of 24 by 8. So let's do this. 8 to 24. All right, and if he wants to use these squares to make a rectangle with length 832, we have to find the width of the rectangle. Well, we know that the area obviously has to be the same because he does not change the number of small squares that he has. Therefore, 24 times 8 we get 8 times 4 equals to 32. 2 times 8, 16. 16 plus 3 equals to 19. So the area, we found out area is 192. And then we have to figure out what is 192 divided by 32. What will the side length be? And then we quickly figure out that the answer is just 6. So let's draw this out. 6 will be the width, and 32 will be the length. Therefore, the width of the rectangle will be 6.